Now that's going to be a really weird screenshot. I tried to do that and it was up close like that. So I'm going to leave it. I don't care. I don't care that I messed up. But we're going to be talking about a touchy subject right now. And the reason I'm going to do this is since I've been posting on the Facebook groups, let me get my phone out. I just dropped off some packages. I dropped off 8 packages that I sold throughout the day, and I made a U.S. Post Office run. But anyways, we're going to be talking about something that's a little controversial. I know some admins and some web pages might get mad at me, but it's not a shot at them. I do only kind of post on one site, and I kind of give all my information there. I do post on the other 2 pages that I'm on, but I don't give as much information. I want to talk about the $10,000 a month thing. I want to get the $10,000 a month, and I made $10,000 a month, and I made $8,000 a month, and I made this. Truth is, no, they didn't. And this is kind of a ploy that some use to get you to watch their videos, and I get it. I do understand it. They had a cash flow of $10,000. There's a big difference between profit and cash flow. We're going to talk about that today. So anyways, let's get into it right away. We're going to talk about eBay sales, since every single person wants to talk about eBay sales. eBay. And I sell on eBay myself, and I'm telling you, it's a great revenue. eBay, Let Go, OfferUp, fart, fart. Facebook Marketplace, which sometimes can be a fart. And let's say any other Craigslist, they're all great revenues for cash flow. And they're great revenues to go and buy product. But let's go ahead and talk about the 10K thing real quick. Since we're going to be talking about it, we might be hearing some people talk. My kids are here and wife, and we got a bird. We got a Moluccan cockatoo. But I want to talk about the $10,000. Now, please don't take this as a shot. I'm not taking a shot at admins. I'm not taking a shot at people with courses that you pay for. I'm not saying that their courses are stupid, because their courses are great. They're teaching you information. I'm not saying that. But it is misleading to say, I made $10,000 this month. You didn't. So I'm going to get into it right now. As we know, we're going to talk about eBay. Now, we're only going to talk about eBay and what it takes to sell. And we're going to use the $10,000 a month sales, okay? And I want to talk, now some things are going to be variable, but some things are not, okay? And I want to talk about what goes into it. My buddy Mike, not my buddy, as I say, but he's on YouTube, talked about this in the YouTube video. And he talks about the same thing. And I kind of want to show it to you guys, because sometimes people that doesn't have a lot of cash flow see someone that says I made $10,000 a month just by selling cell phones, get their hopes up, and at the end of the month they see that they don't have $10,000. So that's the ticket. Because to actually make profit of $10,000, I'm going to tell you how to do that too. Okay? So let's take the $10,000 month figure, and let's just talk about eBay fees. Okay? Now, their eBay fees go on shipping also, guys. So I do free shipping and everything. I just figure it in. It's not a big deal, because the fees come off of shipping anyway. So if you say, I just do it for $7 ship, you're actually paying 70 cents to eBay out of that shipping. So if you figure in, like, you're shipping a $7.30 flat rate, I think that's what a flat rate box is. People use seven. I don't send phones in that, because I could put a phone in a box and sell it for under £1 and send it first class. I just did it. I ran out of my cell phone boxes, and I put it in a 6x6 box. I weighed it, and it was only 11 ounces. Why the hell would I put it in a flat rate box, pay $7.20? Why? That's why I do free shipping. I got a little bit of freedom on how to pack my stuff and go. Now, if you tell them you send it in a flat rate box and you don't do it, you're in trouble. Don't do that. Just put that, ship it to them. Free shipping, done deal. Figure it in. Okay, figure it in. It's not hard. I usually send a phone for around $3. Okay. And now I do get a little bit different. shipping than most, because if you're just starting out, you're not getting that big a discount. But anyways, let's continue on. $10,000, let's say $10,000, you're paying 10% of that. And if you're not a store and you're not a power seller, you get a little discount. They're just going basic, 10% to eBay. They get $1,000 of that money right off the bat. So you sold $10,000 on eBay, eBay gets $1,000. You're down to $9,000, like that. Now, if you're selling $10,000 and you're buying phones for $400 to sell for $500, let's just get your little piece of paper out. Get a little piece of paper out. Don't take my word for it. Put down on the piece of paper 10 times 400 that you spent. That's $4,000. You sell them for $500. So that's $5,000. Okay. Now this is just showing you the basics. This is why you want your margin up when you sell on eBay. So now you got a $1,000 profit showing without eBay's fees out of there. Oh, $5,000. eBay gets $500 of that. So now you're down to a $500 profit selling $5,000 on eBay because of your cost of your phones. Because you're only making $100 per phone, $150 per phone, $100 flip, $100 flip, $100 flip, $100 flip. That's what it would be. You put $400 out to make $100. So if that's a good example too, because you buy a phone that you can sell for $500 to $550, even at $550, you're doing $1,500 profit. That means eBay will get, I'm sorry, it wasn't $500. Or yeah, it'd be $1,500 profit if you're going to sell them for, $150 profit a piece. So you're going to get, let's say you go $4,000 and you sell it all for $5,500. Okay, follow me. That's a $1,500 profit. eBay is going to get 10% of the $5,500, which is $550. So now you're down to $950 profit out of $5,500 in sales. Kind of crazy, isn't it? And that's without thinking about anything else. But let's say you're doubling your money, okay, guys? Let's say, just get your piece of paper out and write these numbers down as I say it, because we're going to go with the easy numbers, guys, okay? Let me get my keyboard on my way real quick, because I don't need my keyboard. We're live, okay? So let's say you're doubling your money. Let's just go with the $10,000 figure. You're spending $5,000 on product, and you're selling it for $10,000, okay? Now, that is a 50% margin, okay? Or a 100% markup, okay? So you're making a $5,000 profit margin. After you, now that's not after you take off your fees. You got to take a $1,000 hit for eBay. That's $4,000 now you're making profit. Or you could say that's a 40% profit margin. Okay? That's what usually these people on these Facebook pages are telling you. You're putting $5,000 of your money out there to make a $4,000 profit. That's not bad. Okay? But now they're going to say, I've sold and I made, they're going to say I made $10,000. How the hell is that possible? eBay gets $1,000 of that. You made $9,000 cash flow, not even $10,000. You made $9,000 cash flow that month because eBay's going to want their bill. Just to let you know. But now on that $4,000, let's just go with the 10K, and you're making everyone agrees. We go on there, they make 40 to 60% margin. So we're going to say before eBay fees and everything, they double their money, $5,000 to $10,000. Okay. So they're making $5,000. eBay gets their $1,000 from that $10,000. You're down to $4,000. You have now what you have to go into is your time to buy, to list. What? Let's say this: to find, to buy, to make sure that the item is correct, the IMEI number is good, all that other good stuff. The phone is good, working order, testing, taking pictures, listing, sending it out. Now, I'm not going to get into risk of it coming back because that is a smaller margin. But you got all that stuff, your time's in it, okay? So there is time. Gas, internet bill, electricity, rent if you have a store or an office. Everything you do, your phone, they use it for business. I would have my phone anyway. Okay, sure. You're not going to make it. You got to think of these things, okay? So when someone says they made $10,000 on eBay and I see the screenshot and it says they made $10,100 on eBay that month, I look and I laugh. That's not true. They did not make. They have a cash flow. They invested $5,000 to have a return of $9,000 after the eBay fee. So they made a $4,000 profit on their $5,000 investment. Now I know what you're going to say. Well, that's not as good. It is still excellent money. You cannot invest $5,000 anywhere else and get $4,000 back like that. You can't do it. It's almost impossible. Okay, guys? But I don't like how it's coming out. Where it's like, I did $10,000. Now, I get when they say I did $10,000 in sales. That's not $10,000 in making money. You will now. What I say, if you want to keep that going, your $4,000 a month, you would have to reinvest the original $5,000, put it back into buying phones, and you take your $4,000 profit, and that's what you live off of. $4,000 profit. Okay, now listen, $4,000 a month profit is only $48,000 a year. That's it. That's all it is. $48,000 a year is not that much money in today's market. Sorry, I drink Pepsi. You guys will learn that really quick. So I don't know how else to say this. Is when I see the people, I mean, I'm really happy about it. I love when people succeed. But I would rather see them say, I made $10,000 this month and show their original sales of $18,000 and say, this month I profited $10,000. I would love to see that. I would love to see the truth beyond it. Because I'm going to tell you guys something right here a little bit. Selling phones, that's about average for phones. You invest $5,000, you sell $10,000 in phones. eBay gets their $1,000 a month because 10%. Oh, I forgot. PayPal takes 2.6 from you. That's $260 more. Man, that 4,000 just went down to 3,700 basically, 3,740. See how it's going? Just little things. No, I'm saying it's not bad living. It's not. It's not bad. It's a good thing. You're getting behind, but the numbers sound so big it entices a lot of people. But if you work in a good job, you're making almost the same, but you're punching for somebody else. This way, you're hustling and you're working for yourself. And that number does look really cool. Now, here's where people make mistakes. They don't get their bill of sales to prove that they make. Instead of claiming only, the after eBay fees and PayPal, what did I say, 3,740? Was it? Yeah, 37 because it's 2.6%. So $3,740 every month. They're going to say, hey, you made 10 grand. Well, but you can prove the eBay fees, and you can prove that. So you'd be, claiming the other $8,740. So this is the truth of it, guys. And I know that people don't want you to know this, and I know that people don't want to hear this, but it's not a bad thing. I don't know why it's such a bad thing to talk about. Profit is what you're looking for. Profit is how you're going to survive. If you you can't take that $10,000 and go, I'm going to go spend it all on what I want because you'll have nothing to reinvest. You got to take that it took $5,000 to make you that $3,700. It took $5,000 of your money to make you $3,700 to live off that month because you're flipping phones and that's a margin on that. Now, I'm not telling you not to flip phones. Phones are a great, I mean, $3,700 and $10,000 in sales is great. But that's just the basics, guys. I haven't even dived in. What about your gas, your time, like I said, your internet, your camera, your phone, all this other stuff, your paper, your printer ink. I can go on and on and on. It don't sound so hot anymore. But it is. It's a good living. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to give you a legit thing because I'm not that person that's going to get you all excited like, bam, 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 we're going to make this. And then a baseball bat hits you in the face when you don't make that. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's what we're all about. This is why I branch out into other things too. And this is why I branch out and I buy receivers and I buy stereo equipment. I buy video games and I buy this because I can make them $5 purchases into 100, 150 bucks because my margin is higher than yours then. Instead of making $150 with $400 of my money, I'm making $100, $150 with $5 of my money. Phone flipping is easy. Do you know why phone flipping is great? Because everyone needs a phone, okay? But what we're doing is we're trying to find that one person or two people, or let's say 5 people. Some people want to buy 1 phone a day. Some people want to buy 4 phones a day. But you're trying to find them people that sell it for $100 to $200 under going market value. So you could turn around and sell it on market value. Fair enough. That's what we all do. That's what we're doing. But when you're so close-minded to think that $10,000 a month is $10,000 of profit that you could use for anything you want, and you could just go blow it. Like, let's say this. You take $5,000, you have $5,000 just to your name. That is it. You invested in the $5,000 in phones, and you sell $10,000 that month, and you've got $10,000 now. That's all you have. Can you go buy $10,000 worth of baseball cards that you want to collect? Can you go buy a car? You won't have nothing to reinvest. It took you $5,000 to make a $3,700 profit, which is still good. Do not get me wrong. That is great. It's not $10,000 because you got to have that money to reinvest. Investing money, you got to think as money that stays with the business. You cannot go spend it on Cedar Point. You cannot go spend it on Disneyland. You can't go buy a new car with that money that you're investing into product. If you do not have product, you do not have a business. And without a business, you're going to look in that mirror, like I said, the last one, and fire yourself. That's what you're going to be doing. I don't understand why I'm seeing this. It is controversial. I've had 7. I keep things organized as best I can. I get so many messages on Facebook. I get them about flipping phones. I get about flipping this and that. I get about repairs on phones. Computers. I get my reptile friends messaging me, my family messaging me. I mean, some days that's 50 to 80 messages on, and I'm just going away at it. I'm telling you guys, the 7 that messaged me, I said it's just going to be easier to watch this video, and I'm going to send a link to it. I know I do them live. I do them live not to have you guys watch me live. I do it live to just get it on the web easier. It's easier for me for my time. eBay's got 10% fee, guys. 10%. So you sell 10,000, they take 1,000 of it, no matter what. They don't care about the profit. They're taking 10%. So you're down to $4,000. Then PayPal's going to take 10% or 2.6% of that $10,000. That's 260 bucks. 260 bucks gone. So $1,260 for doing business. Now that 10,000, then you got to take your $5,000 investment right out, and that's $3,740 that's left over for you. That you got to take your gas money out of to go get these phones, to repair the phones, all the other stuff, whatever you're doing, to eat, to pay your electric bill, pay your internet bill, pay your phone bill, pay your car, your insurance. That's the difference, guys. So I know this is controversial, and I'm going to have some admins probably get real mad. I might be banned out of groups. I don't know. But I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I love that they're getting excited for the person because it's really exciting at a $10,000 sale mark. It is. But that's basically the mark you got to get to mid-level, like 40 grand to 50 grand a year. Think about this. You're selling $10,000 a month. That is $120,000 a year. You're only making $48,000 of that profit. Under half of that's your money. Think about that. Because you're using an original $5,000 every month to reinvest. You're just kind of flipping that money every month. But your sales are going to show $120,000. That's really cool to show everybody. But you're making an average job, which is cool. Once you hit $20,000, you're doing $100,000 a year at a 40% margin, which is still cool. But I want the truth out there, guys. I want the truth. Reselling and flipping is not as easy. Okay? It's not that easy. And some of these courses cost a lot of money to hit that 10K mark. That's what they promote, was they want to get you to the 10K mark, and they say only a small percentage gets there, which I understand that they want you, that they want to help you, and they are. They're nothing bad with it. But I get people say, you got to spend the money to make the money, but you're spending $1,000 to poverty, like just be above poverty. I know it looks cool to be $120,000 a year, but only about $40,000 to $45,000, $48,000 is what you're making if you hit a 40% margin. It's a big difference. I mean, you think about it, it's a big difference, which is still good. $48,000, most people can live. A married couple could probably live. Maybe if you have one kid, it matters where you live. $48,000 in California, you're nothing. $48,000, you're poor. Out in California, you're nothing. This is the way it is. So that's the truth of the matter, and that's why I flip everything. I flip video games. I flip it all because my margin's got to be 60 to 80%. So when I sell $10,000, I want to be making $8,000. eBay can have their $1,000. I'm down to $7,000 profit. That's what I want to be at. So I ask you guys to write down just the fees, just to write down your time, what it takes. So just sit there every time you're going to do a deal. You see a deal, hit a stopwatch one day, just one day. Hit a stopwatch. Up, I text that person. I'm talking to that person. Up, I got to drive there. Hit the time. Up, I drove this many miles. Write that down. That much in gas and all this stuff, and try to figure out what one phone actually does cost you, and figure out how much you charge yourself for time. If you want to make $10 an hour, charge yourself $10 an hour. Add that to a phone. If it takes you 1 hour for one phone, it's from beginning to A to Z, from searching the phone to listing the phone to selling the phone. If it takes you 1 hour of your time, that's $10. If you want to make $10 an hour. So, and now you're going to hear that bird. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this there. I want you guys to really think about that. $10,000 cash flow is a lot different than $10,000 profit. If you guys got any questions or comments, comment below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell too. Make it ding-a-ling-a-ling. And we will talk later. Just keep the flip real today, guys.